Okay, I just want to drive a particular point home here. I know that I just talked about the decision tree, I wanted to introduce the terms parametric versus non-parametric statistical procedures. I'm sure you've heard these terms before. You know, the parametric is like the t-test and the ANOVA and so on, whereas the non-parametric is those other tests that I talked about, like the Mann-Whitney and the Wilcoxon and so on. Now, in addition to the level of measurement being crucial here, as far as interval ratio versus ordinal or nominal to decide whether you use parametric or non-parametric, there are also assumptions that are made for parametric tests that do not have to be met for non-parametric tests. Those assumptions, particularly for t-tests, well, really for all parametric tests, are that the distributions are normal. And if you look at SPSS, or I guess now it's called PASW, when you ask SPSS to run a t-test, they will calculate Shapiro-Wilks and to see if the distributions are normal. If they're not normal, then the assumptions are not met to do a parametric test, and you have to do a non-parametric test. Also, Levine's test is automatically given to you by SPSS or PASW, and it tells you whether or not the variances are equal. This is another assumption for tests that are parametric in nature. And you might be wondering, well, why not just always do non-parametric testing if they're so much looser in their requirements? And the answer is parametric tests are more powerful. So if you can use a parametric test, if you meet the assumptions of being interval ratio data, normally distributed groups, equal variances, then you really should use a parametric test. Otherwise, you can go with non-parametric.